Hello everyone, we are from Group 3 from 4A class, English Language Education Study Department, Ganesha University of Education. For the group member, you can see on the screen. Now we will present an instructional model entitled Learning Descriptive Text using poetry. Poetry can be used as authentic material for improving student English skill. Using poetry makes the learning process more motivated. So for the learning objective are, students are able to identify social function, text structure, and language feature of the text. Students are able to grasp the contextual meaning related to social function, text structure, and language feature of spoken and written descriptive text. Students are able to create a descriptive text. So for the next material, will be present uh, by my friends.
Okay, thank you for the time. In this design material, we use media, tools, learning resources, and learning media to help learning activity run smooth. The media that we use in this design such as Google Meet or Zoom meeting, Google Drive, and Google Classroom. The uses of smartphone or laptop as the tools and the uses of PowerPoint presentation to show the material and YouTube video to provide the example of how to describe something as the learning resources. And then the learning method that we use in this design is a scientific approach. A scientific approach is a learning method that focuses on students to develop the concept of thinking scientifically. Scientific learning is an approach where students are more active in the teaching and learning activities and think scientifically. Through this learning method, students are able to learn science according to fact through several steps such as observing, questioning, collecting data, conducting analysis, making conclusion, and communicate the idea. And then task-based learning and cooperative learning as the method, and applied lecturing, discussion, question answer session, and open tasks as the technique of the learning activities. The next presentation will be presented by my friend. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for the opportunities given to me. So there are three following learning activities. Those are pre-activity, main activity, and post-activity. Now I will explain the pre-activity. Firstly, the teacher greets students through Zoom meeting or Google Meet. Then the teacher invites students to pray according to their respective beliefs. Continue with checking attendance. The teacher checks student attendance by distributing Google Form in online meeting chat rooms. Then teacher can explain the learning objective to students. Okay, so that's all my presentation. The next material will be presented by my friends.
Okay, thanks for the time. Now we'll continue to explain the main activity. So firstly, the teacher will begin to explain the descriptive text material by showing a PowerPoint presentation. Students can also find the PowerPoint in Google Drive link provided. So during the presentation of this material, students are given the opportunity to ask questions related to the material. If there are no more questions, the teacher will continue to the next activity, which aims to test students' understanding of descriptive text. Here, the teacher will show a YouTube video entitled Description of Permanent Temple. Then the teacher will instruct students to listen to the video and complete the orders given by the teacher. After the video showing is over, the teacher will show paragraphs that have not been sequentially based on the content of the video. Then the teacher will instruct students to determine the correct arrangement along with the generic structure. This activity will be done together with the guidance of the teacher. After that, the teacher will give group assignments to students by utilizing the use of poetry, and this group activity is carried out independently. But before that, the teacher will provide some explanation related to the intrinsic elements in the poem so that they can complete the group assignments well. So this is the instructions of the group assignments, which these tasks will use the use of poetry, and the poem used are entitled The Moon by Robert Louis Stevenson, or The Mountain and the Squirrel by Ralph Waldo Emerson. At the end of the activities, some groups will present the result of their discussion and will be given feedback by the teacher. Okay, that's all. The next explanation will be explained by Bayu Adiguna.
Okay, next activity is post activity. There is 4 sub-activity here. The first one, teacher and student conclude the material that already learned. And the second, the teacher provide the feedback related to student achievement during learning activities. And the third one, the teacher provide information about the topic that will be discussed at the next meeting. And the last one, teacher and student train together. And after that, teacher say goodbye and class end. That's all about my presentation, and will be continued by my friend.
Okay, thank you for the time. Next is conclusion. Conclusion is Putri is not only used to improve students' 4C skills, but Putri can also be used as an authentic teaching material and make students more motivated during learning activities. NASAR 2001 also states that the use of Putri in learning process can be adjusted to the cognitive abilities of students so that students are able to achieve the goals of learning and there is no intimidating imbalance. With the right method, teaching with Putri can be very effective. In design learning activities, Putri is used as a medium to train students' abilities in writing descriptive text and simultaneously practice reading skills. Students are assigned to interpret poetry and convert it into a descriptive text. In this learning activity, it is hoped that poetry can be used optimally to create effective learning. Okay, that's all about the conclusion. Thank you.
Okay, that's all about our presentation. Thank you.